Today, we're demystifying one of volleyball's most misunderstood rules, rotation. Coach Rivera, for listeners new to the sport, can you explain what rotation is and why teams shift positions after winning a rally on serve-receive?
Absolutely. In volleyball, rotation occurs every time the receiving team wins a rally and earns the right to serve. Think of it as a clockwise movement. Each player advances one position, ensuring everyone cycles between front and back row responsibilities. This system keeps the game dynamic and fair, unlike sports where players can stay in preferred spots.
That clockwise shift might seem arbitrary. Why specifically clockwise, and how do the court's 6 positions factor into this movement?
The court is divided into 6 zones, 3 up front for attacking and 3 in the back for defense. Clockwise rotation was standardized to maintain order and fairness, ensuring every athlete experiences both offensive and defensive roles. Unlike basketball, where positions can be static, volleyball's rotation guarantees versatility.
So, it's more than just a rule, it's a system to promote well-rounded play. Before we move on, are there historical reasons for this structure?
Great point. Official rotations appeared as volleyball grew into an international sport in the mid-20th century. The system was designed to prevent stacking teams with specialists in only one area, fostering team balance and skill development for all players.
Now that we've covered the basics, let's explore why rotation matters strategically. How do coaches leverage the rotation system to maximize their team's strengths?
Coaches craft lineups so their top hitters rotate into front row positions at critical times, while defensive specialists like liberos cover the back row. It's like chess, anticipating not just your own next move, but also the opponent's rotation pattern.
Interesting. So, even though players rotate, I've noticed they often move right after the serve. How does that work within the rules?
Great observation. Once the ball is served, players can switch spots to optimize roles. Setters sprint to their setting zone, hitters approach the net. It's a blend of structure and fluidity. This flexibility lets teams maintain specialization without breaking rotation rules.
Are there any risks or limitations to these mid-play switches, perhaps in terms of communication or positioning errors?
Absolutely. Mistimed switches can cause confusion, especially if teammates miscommunicate. At elite levels, teams drill these movements meticulously, but at youth or recreational levels, missed cues can lead to gaps in coverage or missed opportunities at the net.
With so much movement, I imagine mistakes are common. What are the most frequent rotation-related errors officials see, especially among beginners?
Overlapping is a big one. Before the serve, each player must stand in the correct order: front row ahead of back row, right sides to the right, and so on. If a player lines up incorrectly, that's an overlap fault, and the other team earns a point.
That sounds costly. Are there strategies teams use to prevent these errors during fast-paced matches?
Communication is key. Many teams use verbal cues or hand signals before each serve. Some even assign a captain to double-check lineups. At higher levels, teams study referee signals and memorize rotation charts to minimize these faults.
Aside from overlaps, does forgetting the service order cause problems?
Definitely. Losing track of who's up to serve can cause confusion and result in illegal serves or lost points. That's why teams often assign someone, like the libero or setter, to keep everyone on track. Consistent reminders and teamwork are essential.
Given all we've discussed, mastering rotation seems crucial not just for rule compliance, but for unlocking deeper strategy. How does advanced rotation knowledge elevate a team's performance?
Teams that excel at rotation can exploit mismatches, like getting their best attacker lined up against a weaker blocker. A study from the FIVB found that top international teams win 15% more points by optimizing rotations and matchups compared to average teams.
Wow, that's a significant edge. For recreational players listening, what simple steps can they take to level up their rotation game?
Start by practicing rotations in slow drills, visualizing your movement from each position. Use colored markers or cones in training. And always communicate, call out your spot, and listen for corrections. Over time, this builds muscle memory and sharp teamwork.
Excellent advice. As we wrap up, can you share a real-world example where rotation mastery turned the tide in a high-stakes match?
Certainly. In the 2016 Olympic final, Brazil's women's team rotated their top blocker to counter China's star hitter, successfully neutralizing her and clinching victory. It showcased how strategic rotation isn't just a rule, it's a game changer.